Hi, AFMC, yes, Armed Forces Medical College Pune is one of the top premier institution, one of the top medical colleges of India. Many of the students aspire to get in there because it doesn't give you only a medical degree, but also gives you focus, discipline, and a wonderful personality that you can groom being there. Now, so this video is going to talk about Armed Forces Medical College. What is their screening process? What is their cutoff? Do they make you sign any bond? Do they have any requirement of the fees? Okay, and what is the eligibility criteria? So all these details we are going to cover it at a top speed about AFMC. Okay, Armed Forces Medical College started in 1948 for postgraduate degrees, but later on, after 14 years from there, in 1962, they also started with UG degrees, that is MBBS. So MBBS courses at AFMC campus is around 63 years old at present in 2025. Now, at present, they are giving the degrees like UG degree, PG degree, and postdoctoral degrees in medical courses and nursing courses there. Armed Forces Medical College affiliated to Maharashtra University of Health Sciences, Nasik. So this was the brief detail about AFMC. Now, how do you get in there? How do you get into AFMC Medical College? Now, to get in there, you have written the NEET exam, you already got good marks, and that's why you're hopeful to get in there. Now, what you need to do is when the counseling begins, MCC counseling, Medical Counseling Committee, which some people call as Central Counseling or All India Quota Counseling. So in mcc.nic.in, you have to go to the site mcc.nic.in and give the choice that yes, I am interested in AFMC. So what will MCC do? They will collect all the data and give it to MCC. MCC will shortlist from there and send you the details, send the details to the shortlisted students who can go to AFMC Pune campus, okay, and they can go for their screening process. AFMC makes a batch of 150 MBBS students every year, out of which 5 seats are there for friendly foreign nation students and 145 are there for Indian students. 145 is subdivided as 115 seats for boys and 30 seats for girls. In this 145 seats, 10 seats are reserved for SC/ST candidates. Now, what is the qualifying cutoff for this year, 2025? It is 535 for boys and 559 for girls. Girls, usually it is 20-25 marks higher than the boys. Perhaps the reason maybe the number of seats are less there, and that's why they have kept the cutoff higher. Now, let's talk about the fees and the bond. Fees, academic fees, 0. Tuition fees, 0. Hostel fees, 0. Mess fees, 0. On top of that, they will give you money for haircut, uniform, laundry services, stationery. So all these they are going to give you stipend. On top of that, every year 2 tickets by 3 AC to go to your native place and come back during the semester break. Now, once you are commissioned after completing the degree, thereafter they'll give you the 2-tier AC ticket for this travel. They also make you sign a bond of 7 years of service or 69 lakhs rupees of penalty. Yes, listen to it very carefully. After completing MBBS from AFMC, you have to serve Armed Forces Medical Services for any wing, Army, Air Force or Navy for 7 years minimum. If you fail to do so, you will have to pay the penalty of 69 lakhs rupees of bond amount. Now, after getting into MBBS, starting the course, even after 1 week, if you decide to discontinue, you will have to pay this amount. So be careful about that. Now, let's discuss about the AFMC screening process, and that's the most interesting one. There are 5 steps that they follow there. Number 1, they'll go for identification and verification of the documents. Once your documents are verified, they are all in place. So carry all your original documents. Once they are clearly verified by them, then you'll go for the next step. In case if your documents are found to be fake or false, later on also after admission, AFMC has the right to cancel admission, or Maharashtra University of Health Sciences also can cancel your admission. So be clear about that. So step number 1, identification and verification of all the documents that you are carrying. Number 2, TOELR, that is test of English language and reasoning. They'll be conducting it for 80 marks, 40 questions, 30 minutes time, 2 marks for every correct answer and -half for every incorrect answer. Yeah, minus points are coming here also, just like NEET. So out of 80, whatever you get, that will be added to your score. Step number 3, once you've written the TOELR test, they will take you for PAT. No, not pat on the back, psychological assessment test. Okay, this is not the marks addition round, this is primarily qualifying round, and that's why the total marks of PAT is not added to decide the final merit list. Step number 4, after the PAT, psychological assessment test, you are going for the interview with the board of officers. They will be conducting interview apart from core subjects, maybe general knowledge, general awareness, your hobbies, your interest, your personality, and then they will score you out of 50 in that. Okay, and at the end, medical test by the medical board, which will have only two focus: either you are fit or unfit. If they classify you under unfit, you can appeal to the appeal medical board and their decision will be final in this regard. How will they prepare the final merit list? See, you've written the NEET exam of 720 marks. Suppose you got 550 marks there. Then you wrote TOELR, test of English language reasoning. You got out of 80, 50 marks there. So total you scored 600 marks, right? Out of 720 plus 80, out of 800 marks. They will divide it by 4 and out of 200 they will calculate how much you got. So you got 550 plus 50, 600 divided by 4, 150 out of 200. Now, out of the interview of 50 marks, you got suppose 40 marks. So 150 plus 40 is 190. You scored total 190 out of 250 marks, and that becomes the comparing total for generating the final merit list. In case of any changes, you please visit the website of AFMC, afmc.nic.in and afmcdg1d.gov.in, so that you can get constantly updates. Even if you have scored less cutoff than 535, there's a possibility, and that on the days of screening, sufficient number of people have not reached the campus, and then they may invite those people who are lower than that 535 but still showed interest in AFMC. So you have a possibility there, and you try for that. Now the eligibility, who is eligible to participate? There are a few conditions which I am going to read it out for you very quick. First, whatever is the cutoff for that year, that you must be able to qualify. Number 2, 60% aggregate marks in PCB, physics, chemistry, biology, that you must get overall. And 50% of marks you must have got in English, physics, chemistry and biology separately in each subject. And you should be unmarried and remain unmarried forever? No, till the completion of the course. You should also be 17 years of age at the time of taking admission, or you should complete that 17 years of age at least by 31st December of that year when you are participating in the counseling. And you should not complete 24 years of age by 31st December of that year. So these conditions you have to keep in mind when you are participating for AFMC and in order to qualify for that process. If your dream is to complete MBBS from AFMC, it's a fantastic dream. You don't only get a medical degree but also get a great personality, well-groomed personality, and opportunity to become a commissioned officer in Armed Forces Medical Services. So if you're trying for that and if you feel Hello Mentor can be helpful to you in any direction in that way, please connect to us. Jai Hind, subscribe and share for better outreach. Thank you very much for watching.